السلام علیکم ایوری ون، کیسے ہیں آپ لوگ؟ امید خیریت سے ہوں گے۔ آج دوبارہ میں حاضر ہوں ٹیز پی کے گروپ کے اندر کیمپین کے لیے۔ یہ ایک ایسے لوگوں کا گروپ ہے جو کہ پاکستان کے اندر اور دنیا کے اندر درخت لگانا چاہتے ہیں، درختوں کے لیے کام کرنا چاہتے ہیں، درختوں کو دیکھ کے خوشی حاصل ہوتی ہے ان کو۔ اور اگر آپ بھی ان میں سے ایسے لوگ ہیں جن کو درخت پسند ہیں اور درخت لگانا چاہتے ہیں یا لگاتے ہیں، تو آپ بھی اس گروپ کو جوائن کر سکتے ہیں۔ اور چاہے وہ آپ کے گھر کے باہر ہوں، چاہے وہ آپ کی فیکٹری کے اندر باہر ہوں، چاہے وہ آپ کے گھر کے اندر ہوں، فیکٹری کے اندر ہوں، خالی زمینوں پہ ہوں، کھیتوں پہ ہوں، چاہے آپ تمنا رکھتے ہوں، چاہے آپ اس کی بات کرنا چاہتے ہوں، تو یہ ان لوگوں کے لیے گروپ بنایا گیا ہے۔ میری ذاتی خواہش ہے کہ ہم انٹرپرینورشپ کے ذریعے درختوں کے پرابلم کو سالو کریں، کلائمیٹ چینج کے پرابلم کو سالو کریں۔ میں یہ سمجھتا ہوں کہ پاکستان میں بہت زمین اویلیبل ہے اور بچوں کے پاس بہت ساری اپارچونیٹی اویلیبل ہے کہ اس کے اوپر پلانٹیشن کریں۔ جس طریقے سے ہمارے پاس ایمٹی زمین ہوتی ہے اور ایمٹی زمین کے اوپر ہم کسی بلڈر کو جا کے کہتا ہے کہ جی اس کے اوپر بلڈنگ بناتے ہیں، اس پہ اپارٹمنٹ بناتے ہیں، اس پہ گھر بناتے ہیں اور پھر یہ بنا کے بیچتے ہیں، بالکل اسی طریقے سے میری یہ خواہش ہے کہ لوگ انٹرپرینورشپ کے ذریعے، کاروبار کے ذریعے ان زمینوں پہ پودے لگائیں، درخت لگائیں اور اس کے بعد پارٹنرشپ کریں اور اس کی جو آمدنی حاصل ہو وہ آمدنی کو لینڈ لارڈ کے ساتھ شیئر کر لیں۔ اور لوگوں کے پاس سینکڑوں ایکڑ زمینیں اویلیبل ہیں تو وہ ان کے لوگوں کے ساتھ پارٹنرشپ آفر کریں اور وہاں پر کوئی بزنس ماڈل ایسا بنائیں کہ لوگ ان کے اوپر، زمینوں کے اوپر جب درخت نکلیں یا پھل نکلیں تو وہ سپلٹ کر لیں۔ اور درخت کیونکہ بہت ساری فصلیں ایسی ہوتی ہیں درختوں کی جو کہ 3 سال میں لگ جاتے ہیں، کچھ ہوتے ہیں جو 2 سال میں نکل آتے ہیں۔ اور مثال کے طور پہ ہمارے پاس جو بیمبو ہے وہ بہت اچھی پروڈکشن دیتا ہے، الائچی اچھی پروڈکشن دیتا ہے۔ تو ہم ان سبجیکٹ پہ بات کرنے کی کوشش کریں گے۔ کچھ لوگ ہیں جن کو سے میں نے ٹائم مانگا ہے، اسپیشلی فارسٹری ڈپارٹمنٹ کے لوگ ہیں، ایگریکلچر ڈپارٹمنٹ کے لوگ ہیں۔ اگر آپ کے کوئی کنیکشنز ہو وہاں پہ تو میں چاہوں گا کہ ان سے اس سبجیکٹ پہ بات کی جائے۔ آج امرین مفتی نے گزارش کی ہے کہ وہ اور ان کے گھر والے اس میں ہماری مدد کرنا چاہتے ہیں، اس پہ کام کرنا چاہتے ہیں، تو میں نے امرین کو انوائٹ بھیج دیا ہے اور میں چاہوں گا کہ امرین ہمارے ساتھ اس سبجیکٹ پہ اگر بات کرنا چاہتی ہیں تو بتائیں کہ وہ کیا کرنا چاہتی ہیں اور آ کے دوسرے لوگ بھی ہم ان سے سیکھ سکیں۔ نمستے ابھی بھائی، السلام علیکم عادل بھائی، تھینک یو فار جوائننگ اس۔ ہائی کارلا، ہوپ یو ڈوئنگ ویل۔ نمستے رمیش بھائی، السلام علیکم منظور بھائی، السلام علیکم فاروق۔ آپ اپنی امی کو اگر یہ چلانا سکھا دیں تو تھوڑا سا براؤزنگ سکھا دیں کہ ویڈیوز کس طرح سے دیکھنے، تو وہ ہمیں دیکھ لیا کریں اور چاہے تو جوائن کر لیا کریں۔ امرین، میں نے آپ کو انویٹیشن بھیج دیا ہے، آپ اگر کائنڈلی اس کو جوائن کر لیں۔ آپ کے فون میں اگر روٹیشن لاک لگا ہوا ہے تو اس کو ان لاک کرنا ہوگا اور جا کے وہ چل جائے، بٹ آپ کیونکہ بہت ساری دفعہ کر چکی ہیں تو I think it shouldn't be a problem۔ امرین، آپ کو انویٹیشن نہیں جا رہا ہے اب۔ آپ کائنڈلی اگر جوائن فیس بک کو بند کر کے دوبارہ کھول کے آ کے کامنٹ کر دیں تو شاید اندر آ جائے۔ السلام علیکم اویس بھائی، کیسے ہیں آپ؟ امرین، آپ فیس بک کو بند کر کے دوبارہ کھول کے ٹرائی کریں، آپ کا لاک لگا ہوا ہے، اسی وجہ سے وہ آپ کو انوائٹ نہیں کر پا رہا ہے۔ جب تک امرین ہمیں جوائن کرتی ہیں، اگر اور کسی کے پاس ٹائم ہے تو وہ کامنٹ کر دیں، میں آپ میں سے کسی اور کو بلا کے ٹرائی کر لیتا ہوں کہ یہ صحیح بھی چل رہا ہے یا نہیں چل رہا ہے۔ तो हर एक कोई बोल रहा है can't invite. अमरीन, मैंने आपको इनवाइट भेज दिया है, आप काइंडली रिसीव एक्सेप्ट कर लीजिए.
Hello.
Hi Carla.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
So.
You look like you lost in 10 years. What happened?
Read your messages.
You look like you're 40 again.
I lost 10 years or I gained 10 years?
You lost 10 years. You look younger. What happened?
I don't know.
Whatever is happening is working on you. You should look, do more of it.
It's been a pretty rough week.
Yeah, what happened?
I don't want to talk about it right now.
Oh, okay. Why aren't you sleeping? It's way past your flight, so sleeping time.
I'm pretty much awake.
Oh, okay. So how's everything? You wanted to talk? Here I am.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's been, as I said, it's been a rough week. I need a friend.
Okay, well, here I am.
I see you're there.
You have thousands of friends now.
Just a lot of tears this week.
Why? What happened?
Just feeling like a failure.
Really? What's a success?
Being able to smile through this.
But you're the laughter coach. You can laugh anytime you want.
I don't feel like it.
Then don't do it.
At least I'm smiling a little.
There you go.
How has it been in Pakistan?
The same anywhere else. What's the difference between a land? Just a piece of land, right?
True. Neither one of us sounds so great.
Well, I'm not a singer. I don't have to sound great.
I'm not a singer either. It's just been a very strange, weird week. Yeah. And as you know, I took off quite a bit of it, and I'm feeling a little guilty.
Yeah. Why are you feeling guilty?
I'm sorry. You know me, I don't take time off very easily.
Do what?
I don't take time off very easily.
Well, maybe you should visit the White House and just roam around in the park over there. Maybe interview some homeless people. It'll make you feel better that at least you have a home, you have food, you have
Well,
a
that's
car. There's so many homeless near your house. It's just sickening.
I know it is. That's even more depressing.
I know. So go and meet people who are more depressed than you are, so you'll feel great about yourself. You can be their psychologist or physiologist.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Is that a yes?
It's a maybe. It's
Why
been
maybe?
really kind of yucky here weather-wise, which makes me feel bad, even feel worse about the homeless. This isn't really a country that should have homeless. But then I don't want to get into the politics. By the
Well,
way, I need to
why
find.
don't you go? I think you should go to the park and walk over there. It's such a beautiful city you live in. Go by the river. It's just gorgeous over there. And I don't know if it is very cold, but if you go there and show us the city, even I would even say do the show from the city rather than from your bedroom. If you do the show from there, you can show them, how it looks like and everything. It's nighttime over here, it's daytime over there, so you can choose a new place every day or a new coffee shop every day that way you can interact with the locals or even go to the elderly community houses. um, it will be wonderful if you could do that.
Actually, that is a good idea for the show.
Or even go to a new church every day, or a new synagogue every day, or a new mosque every day. Just do it from a mosque or a church. Call them ahead and say, I do this show and I want your pastor to be involved or somebody else to be involved. Can I come over and do it from the church or from the synagogue or from a school our school? Basically, your old school can help, and that way you have thousands of people. It will give you a new boost to the show.
Actually, that is a good idea. I hate to admit to it, but
Yeah, try it out. Go to Smithsonian, show us the Smithsonian one time. I have never been to Smithsonian yet.
you haven't. We'd have to figure out how to do the webinar from the phone, because actually I can't start it from the phone.
You can do it from the laptop.
It can only be done from the laptop. So if I'm out, that kind of makes it a little more challenging.
Well, you can use your mobile phone as a router, connect your laptop to your phone over Wi-Fi, and then use it to go live from anywhere you want.
How do you do that from the laptop?
Well, if you go to your phone in the general settings, there's a button called a hotspot, personal hotspot. So you click and activate it, set up a password, and then you go on your laptop and search for your phone. Click on the name of your phone, then enter the password. Ta-da! You'll be connected to
But
the phone as a.
the problem is with the Zoom and how it's set up. Zoom webinars need to be done from the laptop, not from the phone. So I need to get someone to set up not set up the webinar, but start it from the phone, from a laptop. But I have a pretty good team.
Well, as I said, I just explained to you
I
how
know
you
what
can
you
have
said.
Wi-Fi.
Go on, talk. I'm sorry. I'm being a little stubborn. I will shut up my
That's okay.
stubbornness.
No problem.
No, it's not okay. I've been hard to deal with.
Yeah, it's not new. It's
Oh, come on. With all the work I do for you, you're saying I've been difficult?
no, I didn't say you're difficult. I said you're hard to deal with. It's two different things.
Am I really that hard to deal with for you?
You just said it. I didn't say anything. You're the one who's saying I'm
But
hard to deal
you
with. I just
agreed.
agreed as a friend. What's the problem?
But you agreed.
Yeah, so what should I say? No, Carla, you're not hard to deal with.
Yeah, that's
I'm not-
what I need to hear tonight.
I'm not that person.
I know you're not.
You have thousands of other people like that. I'm not that person.
And you know I wouldn't want you to be that person. I'd rather you be honest.
Make up your mind. When I say that, you're saying that, and when I say no, you're saying something else. Hello, girl, make up your mind.
Well, I'd rather hear what you have to say, to be honest. Even
I have
if
nothing to say. You're being you know. It's anxiety. Let it go. Even Robin Williams couldn't deal with it. He had to kill himself, right? So creative people are like that.
You're saying creative people are like my craziness.
Well, you are sitting in your home. You're going to be more crazy. You should go out more often. I don't know what stops you.
I am getting out.
Okay.
Um,
Fine. Hello, Bakhtiar Bhai. You should talk to Bakhtiar Mani. He is like a comic. He talks and he's like laughing all the time, and he makes people laugh just by talking. So you should talk to him. He's a cheerleader. I'm not a cheerleader. He is a member of parliament, ex-member of parliament. His name is Bakhtiar Mani, and he lives in a town which has 5,000-year-old ruins. You can watch them. They're gorgeous. They have Jewish old stones. Like there's a stone which is like a mountain made of black something, and it's in the Talmud. You can visit him, ask him to show them to you, and yeah, you should invite him to your class when you're reading Quran, and his family can also join in.
And what is his name?
Bakhtiar Mani.
Bakhtiar Mani. Did I get it? Is that the guy?
Just remember the money. And just extend the money into money. Lots of money. That's Bakhtiar Mani.
Mani. You know I'm going to forget that name.
Well, he's here. I will make a group for you if you want.
Would you please? You made a group tonight, but I couldn't figure out what that was about. I couldn't even find the person's name.
It's there.
M.A.?
You just start writing, it will come.
Well, I did. Okay, I started.
He is a man version of Carla in Karachi. Let me say that.
M.A. Salim or whatever?
Yeah. He's just like Carla to me. He's like eccentric like Carla, to be honest.
Are you saying I'm extremely eccentric?
Oh, define to me what's eccentric.
You define what you meant. You're the one who started.
It's not my language.
So, no, you...
Alexa, what's eccentric? Let me ask Alexa.
Yeah.
Okay, Google. What's eccentric? Okay, Google. What's eccentric?
Eccentric of a person or their behavior, unconventional and slightly strange.
Yeah, you're eccentric for sure.
And so are you.
Of course. I wouldn't want it any other way.
I wouldn't want to be anything other than myself.
So he is an extremely eccentric person like you. And Yeah, you should definitely talk with him.
Well, I saw you sent me the group already.
Yeah.
So is that Bakhtiar or is that M.A. Salim or whatever?
Bakhtiar Mani is, I wouldn't call him, I don't know if he's eccentric or not. Everybody to me is eccentric. But he, he, what's his name? The other gentleman is very eccentric. He lives on his own planet. So
Well, so do
if
you.
you can actually convince him to do the Facebook Live thing, he can really make a big impact because he is a very, very powerful person. He just is resistant to do this Facebook Live thing, you know?
Well, I was able to get someone from your office to talk to me for a length.
Oh no, no. Nobody wants to deal with him. He's a very strong man.
Who, the guy you just introduced me to, or
No, the other guy.
the other guy?
Yeah.
You mean the guy that I've been talking to?
The other guy who you say is, yeah, the other guy who's kind of eccentric.
But not the guy that I spoke to and I got to talk.
Never mind, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about someone in your office.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Someone who's been doing very long 555s with me.
I don't know. Everybody is different in their own way. The gentleman, so I personally feel that this Facebook Live conversation is good for everyone because finally it allows people to have conversations in an open space where people can actually kind of judge them and know them better. And the perception which they have kind of starts breaking up because now there is more data available about them. And we make our opinions about people only after hearing them. So that can be in a closed, like for example, say you and your sister, you don't have any public video. So I don't know what the problem is or can be or what's good about you and what's good about her. But like this gentleman, Sheikh Romi Ji, for example, is saying, I want to meet you, I want to meet you, I want to meet you, I'm very confused. If he starts doing this live thing, his confusion will be over because all of a sudden his scope of information and knowledge would change.
I tried connecting with him. It never happened.
Yeah. So we can't really help people who, we can do so much, right? So, and on the same side, sometimes you and I need to go out and actually be in the real world also. So that's why I was saying you should personally go out and be there out there. This Sheikh Romi Ji is always out. He's always outside. If you look at the selfies he has, it seems like he's a very outgoing person, but he's shy on camera. So yeah, there has to be a balance of everything.
You're right. There needs to be a balance, and sometimes, sometimes the balance gets kind of lost when you're dealing with different things that are happening. And I kind of got out of bounds this week completely.
Mm-hmm.
And I really wanted to give it my all and couldn't do it.
Well, I think you have over expectations of what you want to give. So
What do you mean?
the depression comes only when we have over expectations of something. So if you are depressed, it basically means you have too much expectation out of your own self.
And that could be true. You know, I was expecting myself to be able to do more than I think I could do. And I
Mhm.
needed a break to balance it out.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
have to admit, you have been saying that to me for a while now.
What have I been saying that?
You've been telling me to take time off.
Well, you should. You should go out. You should, you have a car, you have the money, you have the
The
opportunity, you live in
money.
a beautiful city. Yeah, you have at least some money. It's not like you're like dying of hunger.
Well, that's
And you can always go out. And I personally feel you should go to elderly communities, give a seminar of an hour, what has happened for you in the last 7 months. Then charge them $300 to $500 for a week course per person and teach them how to do the same. How your life has become no longer. I mean, you can, if you go live anytime you want, you can have people, you cried and everybody was pouring out for you. So, most people don't have that. Most people in the elderly community, the elderly houses are lonely. They don't have anybody to talk to. So if you teach them that they can actually make a difference in other people's lives and at the same time have their own lives changed, I think in every elderly building there is 100 people. If you get 5 people to change their life, you will achieve a lot. Plus, you will get some money for that. And this is what you can do. Most people cannot do this. This is the best business model you can have right now. This is something you love, you adore. You're fantastic with technology. You're old. You can go and show, look, I can
I'm
do it. You
old.
can do it too. Yeah, you are old. So you can go and if I go and say, they would say, oh, he's younger. They know how to use all the computers and everything all the time. But if you go, they can't say that.
Yeah, but as you just said, I look a lot younger than I am.
So go take advantage. Go find a young man for yourself.
I'm not commenting on that one.
Okay, sure. Go get an old man for yourself.
I don't want an old man. I'd rather have a young man. By the way, which kid of yours is next? Because if I'm going to do the boys, you got to help me with them.
So, I mean, Mikhail is awake. He doesn't talk. It's impossible to make him talk. He talks when he wants to talk. You can talk to him about Minecraft. You can talk to him about games. You can talk to him about YouTube videos. Then he will talk. You can tell him, I want to learn Minecraft, and he will come running and teach you.
What is Minecraft?
Ask him. I have no idea.
You just told me I should talk to him about it. I thought maybe he had told you.
Mm-mm. It's a game. It's a computer game.
Well, can you get him for me so we can talk? Not necessarily now, but later.
Well, I try to live in the now. So if you want it now, I can go and ask him.
Can you get him now?
Yeah, I can try to get him now.
Why not? Are we going to do it live?
What do you mean?
Well, I told you I think you'd do better getting to know me first and then going live.
Yeah, I can go and ask him to talk to you.
Okay.
So are you feeling better now?
A little.
You should go up and down, jump the streets, and then it'll be fantastic.
I'll be okay. I'll get through this.
What do you think? What do you think about the idea of going to the elderly houses and teaching them?
I think it's a great idea. I don't know if we could get the money that you're talking about.
Well, start with 500, ask for $500, and you can say, I typically charge $500, but I will take whatever you give me because I really want you to be happy. And they can donate whatever you want to donate. You don't have to say anything.
And that's what you were trying to tell Adair and I tonight, too, in a way.
No, Adair, see, most people who have never done business don't understand that nobody knows how to do business. If you're going to copy Walmart, that's different. You can say, Walmart does X, Y, and Z. I'm going to add, a 1 and 2 and 3 in it. But if you don't know one of the biggest problem in business is deciding the pricing. We don't know what price is right. So it's the best way is to try and do something, and people will tell you a feedback, this is too much for me, this is too less for me. If 10 people agree to pay you $10 out of 20, that's a good price. You can try to raise the price that way because you have too many customers and too less of a time. So it's about balancing the timing. How much time does it take you? So if it's not, sometimes, like for example, when I'm doing this right now, nobody can pay me enough to do this. I'm doing this because I want to do it, not because I have to do it. So when you're doing something out of passion, or you have intangible goods to offer or to take, there is no price point you can put on it. So you go out and you decide how much you want to charge, and then you see how much the market is willing to pay you. You're willing to do this for free. If somebody's paying you, that's good.
Well, that's the whole point, Rayhan. And you know that money isn't, I need the money, but money isn't why I do what I do. Does that make sense? And there's no part of what I do that I don't like.
So again, you're taking it to another place. The pricing, I'm talking about the pricing right now, not about why you're doing this. So go out there, give talks in the elderly community. I have been wanting to do this for 10 years at least. I've even got a website called virtualgrandparents.com. I wanted to introduce children to children so that they can talk. I have another one called the Granny Cloud, where the grannies can teach on the internet on different things. This is again a 10-year-old project. I don't have enough people doing, and understanding what I want to do, but I go out and take the steps. So if you go out there and if you go talk to to the supervisor there, take an appointment, which you're pretty good at, you can give them a speech, an hour-long presentation about your own life and what has already happened and how is it changing. You can actually pick up the phone and call the newspaper and say, I want to write a story. I want somebody to come and write a story about what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. And if you do this right, they will actually come and interview you, and the video will go viral. You're already a success in my books. It's just that Actually, a lot of people already know you. That's the number of people who already know you is already in the top 1% of the planet. Most people on the planet, actually even 0.1% of the planet or 0.01% of the planet, you're a very, very unique human being. Most people are not followed by thousands of people. Most people are not, I mean, Facebook has 2 billion users. Out of those 2 billion users, less than 0.01% are probably followed by over 1,000 people. You're followed by thousands of people. So already you are very unique. And if you feel you're already a failure, then you should do whatever you want to do. You can feel whatever you want to feel about yourself, but it's not true. Now, if you go out there and you allow others to learn from your experience, that'll be wonderful. And there's multiple ways of doing that. One way would be to go to the elderly community. The second way would be to go to homeless community. And the third way is also you should definitely call all the media channels and ask them to do a story on your story. I will give you a number of one of my friend who worked for CNN. And I met her when I was there to see you. And actually, I didn't meet her. I bumped into her. She was already my Facebook friend, but I didn't know. And she, she could tell you who to talk to. So I think you should just pick up the phone, call the editorial department, and say, "Hey, there's a story I want you to think about. Please let me know. Here's my email. Here's my contact," and I guarantee you, somebody will call back. Doesn't have to be a huge TV channel. It can be a small local channel to start off with. You should start giving interviews, not just start taking interviews. You should start giving interviews of what you're doing. You need to understand what you're doing. You're teaching the world confidence. You're teaching the world how to speak English. And why is it important? The reason it is important is because people hate what they don't understand. And people hate your country because they don't know any Americans, because they don't have the confidence to talk to any Americans. And you are allowing people who hate each other to communicate to each other and to be able to talk to each other so they don't hate each other. That's the work of God. I mean, you're doing God's work, be it any God. So if you look at it this way, it will help you. As far as being depressed goes, everybody gets depressed. I feel like I don't do anything most of the time.
And yet I would argue that with you in a heartbeat.
Yeah, well, there are many people who will argue you based on what you do. So it's all about perspective. It's how people look at things. It doesn't matter. I personally, honest to God, feel I don't do enough. I can do so much more. I don't feel that I do much.
Well, I feel that way. Hold on, I'm going to put you down for a moment and listen and talk to you, but I want to get my thingy. My hand's getting tired. Rayhan, ooh. I'm back. What I'd like to do, I do want to talk to Mikhail, but what I'd like to do is get your kids all in one room and interview them. But I also think this idea of talking to the elderly is a good idea because so many of them so depressed and thinking, oh, I can't do anything because I'm getting old. But that's not necessarily true. There's a lot that they can do. They just need to decide they're going to do it.
So I need to end this call now. This was basically to talk to Ambreen for 15 minutes. I think it's already 40 minutes now. and I could talk. You can talk forever. I really don't have much to say anymore, except for repeating myself, the same thing over and over, and it's going to make me tired, and I really don't want to do that. So I have three more people to talk to right now in the pipe. I have to let you go for now. Amreen was not able to join me. I don't know why. She's never done Facebook Live, I think. Only
No,
once.
she's only been on with me. So, do you want me to teach her how to do Facebook Live?
I've asked Rahmat to do it, but if you want to teach her, sure, you can.
I
She
mean,
will be more comfortable. Which shows me that if most of your co-hosts don't know how to do Facebook Live, they will not do it. Look at what happened to Sidra. She's going woo. So if you can teach all the other hosts how to go Facebook Live and do a Facebook Live with them about the show, what was their experience, because then somebody will write a book about your whole thing. Somebody will definitely should write a book about the whole experience you have had in the last 7 months. So if you go out and interview her and say, okay, when did you join, how you can actually, I'm going to speak this and you can write these questions later. So who are you? You have been on the show for so many months. What made you join the show? How has it impacted your life? How has it changed your life? What was your perception about Americans before? What is your perceptions now? Has your English improved? How much percentage do you think from the scale of 1 to 10 has your English improved? On the scale of 1 to 10, how much did you hate Americans before or disliked Americans before? Or how much did you knew Americans before? How much on the scale of 1 to 10 do you know Americans now? How much do you like Americans now? How much on the scale of 1 to 10 did you knew Jews? How much do you understand about Judaism on the scale of 10 now? How much did you hate them before? How much do you hate them now? Or like them now, whatever. So these questions will allow you to have a scientific paper, like a book or a scientific paper released about the survey of actually what have you achieved. It's numbers. It's always numbers. Success is measured normally in numbers. Okay, he made $1 million. Fine, that's a number. So if you can measure how many people's lives have you impacted, that's a number. So if somebody is spending $2 million to build a school and they impact 400 people's lives, you spent how many dollars in the last 7 months? How many lives did you impact? So those are numbers which the researchers are interested in doing. And you can also go to some sociology department in the universities around you. Could be University of Baltimore, could be Washington University, and talk to the professor over there that this is what you're doing, that you need 2 students to measure everything you're doing and make notes so that they can do a paper on you, they can do a research on this project and actually publish a book about it. Because it's going to create a huge new kind of social society based on what you're doing. You're actually creating fundamentals of how people will do the sociology changes in the future.
That's really inspiring. I've never thought of it that way. I just see it me sitting talking to people on the screen.
Well, the sun probably sees itself. You're just sitting there and just shining, right? But it's actually growing the plantation. It's actually keeping us alive. We are all supposed to sit down, relax, and enjoy what we're supposed to do. That's the purpose of life. However, the at the same time, others are impacted through our purpose of life. Gandhi didn't do what he did because he was not enjoying it, or he did it because he probably enjoyed what he's doing. Everybody who actually made an impact did because they actually enjoyed doing it. That's the purpose of life to me. Shri Shri Ravi Shankar doesn't do it because he wants to impact lives. He's doing it because that's his purpose. He's enjoying it. So we are all supposed to do what we're supposed to do and enjoy it. But at the same time, others are impacted just by being us. We being us, they change because they hit a wall. They hit us, they met us, they feel our energy, they see what we're doing, and they change. You don't have to change anyone. That's what, in my opinion, Rumi is saying when he's saying, when I change, the world changes. When before I try to
Yeah.
change the world, and then I try to change myself. You become so powerful in your own passion. You become so in love with your own passion. You become so your passion that it doesn't matter. The people who come near you change. And I have been seeing this for 6 months to a year now, that I have stopped asking anyone to do anything anymore. Before I was asking people, you should do this, you might do this. I have stopped asking that now. And I just try to relax and chill and just be myself and try to reduce my quantity of my anxiety, because my anxiety doesn't help me in any way. It only makes me worse human being. So, and then I just be, and I just try to be the best of me as I can and offer them, would you like to learn something? Would you like to show me how to do this? Instead of trying to have being anxiety, like the anxiety of Trump did that, or Pakistan's prime minister did that, or government did that. There's no need to even think about it. There's no need to even worry about it.
Right.
That's how I am becoming. That's my new mantra. That's what I want to live by. That I don't want to teach anyone anything anymore, because I don't have to teach. I don't do anything for anyone anymore. I don't want to do anything for anyone anymore. But at the same time, I'm doing it because I think I enjoy it, and the others are learning from it, and that's fine.
And
I'm doing
that's,
it because I'm enjoying it. So that's what you're doing also. You're doing it because kind of you're enjoying it. Now it's impacting other people's lives, and let it happen. It's your part in this time, in this world. This is your purpose. This is your role in the game, in the movie, in the movie of the world. Does that make sense?
I was just going to say it makes tons of sense. And it's true. It's like we're all a part of a movie and we're playing our roles. And my role right now, I have to admit, there's nothing. Someone was trying to figure out, is there something you can give up that you're doing? And I said, no. I enjoy the interviews. I enjoy the 5x5s. I enjoy my class. There's nothing that has come to me that, Ambreen, you should go in live with Rayhan. He's been asking about it. Anyway, it's been everything. There's not one thing that I'm doing that I don't like doing. And I'm very thankful for what, for you bringing this part of my life to me, because I wouldn't have thought about it. I remember when you asked me to teach English, I thought you had flipped your lid. But I did it anyway. I thought it can't hurt anyone, Let's see what it does. Now,
Right.
the numbers.
So Mr. Shahzad Pasra is waiting for me now. I have to take him, and I have to interview him. I would recommend you to watch this video again, make notes. Everything I had said to you was very serious. I think it's very doable. People do research on more stupid things, and this is a very powerful thing which you're doing. So, and it will actually help people. So please try to reach out to universities, to university professors. Go there, talk to them about it. They will give you direction, and it will help a lot of people if you do it this way. So thank you for, I hope you're feeling better. You
Can
look
I
better now.
can I
And
ask you one question? Well,
how about in the next video?
okay, because we do need to talk about your employees a little.
No problem. Bye-bye.
And